Have you ever tried to find a golden needle in the vast haystack of social media fundraising? Today's your lucky day. I have been on a little treasure hunt experimenting with a sizzling new Facebook fundraising ad strategy. It's also a good Instagram fundraising ad strategy. And the results? Pretty good. So good, in fact, that in today's video, I'm going to spill the beans on this social media fundraising ad strategy step by step. So let's get to it. Before we dig in, just a tiny caveat. I am your friendly neighborhood nonprofit coach, not the Gandalf of advertising, but I have seen some really impressive results with just $3 to $5 a day. And I am an experienced Facebook fundraiser, but always do your own homework and test to see what works for you. So let's dive in and whip up some fabulous social media ads for nonprofits. Now we're going to start by zooming out for a moment to get a bird's eye view of our Facebook fundraising ad strategy. So think of this social media donate ads as assembling a 4-course meal to woo your audience. The appetizer, valuable content. First, we whip up some value-added posts, not just any content, but the kind that leaves your audience craving more. Now we boost this post to a special audience that we're going to target, and this sets the stage, introducing our audience to who we are and what we do. Next up, the salad, outlining the need. Next week, we serve up a fresh, crisp post detailing the urgent need our cause addresses. This is thoughtfully crafted and highlights the challenges and stakes, making it clear why our mission is vital, which also is boosted to that special target audience. The main course is building credibility. The week after, we boost another impactful post on outcomes. So week 1, we present a piece that's pure gold, something they find invaluable. Week 2, we shocked and awed. And this week, we are going to up the ante with a post that tugs at the heartstrings, showcasing the impact of our cause. Now the dessert, the direct ask. By week 4, they've sampled our best dishes. We serve up a fundraising ask, but not just any ad, a finely crafted invitation for them to join our mission. Now here's the genius part. Thanks to detailed targeting, our combo of boosted content is like a reoccurring dinner invitation, constantly reaching the same group of hand-picked guests. Ever heard of the magic number in advertising? People typically need to see your information 7 times before they take action. But we're not just playing the numbers game. Our 4-week fundraising strategy is designed to build visibility, trust, and a genuine relationship. In a nutshell, we're not just flashing fundraising ads. We're hosting a banquet, inviting our guests to trust, believe in, and join our cause. Speaking of trust, one more quick tip is essential is make sure to engage with this new audience. I cannot stress enough how important engagement is on social media. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of our Facebook fundraising tips, let's have a quick heart-to-heart about donor personas. Imagine trying to buy a birthday gift without knowing anything about the person. Tricky. That's where donor personas come in. They're essentially detailed sketches of your ideal supporters. Think of them as character profiles in your nonprofit storybook. These personas are going to help us craft the audience targeting for our social media fundraising strategy. If you want more information on personas, I put together a download, which I'll link here and in the description because it is so important for all fundraising and marketing campaigns. One more thing we need to dive into before the actual Facebook ads for nonprofits step by step. What are the posts and how can we best craft them? Some examples for week 1 can include a download to a special checklist or an ebook with helpful tips that are aligned with your cause. Now, I did a video on lead magnets, which here and down here, which will be super helpful. So we're going to use animal welfare nonprofits as an example. It could be tips on dealing with kennel cough or information about tick season. Now next week we post a heart-wrenching image with a stat on how many animals in our city are homeless. And next week it could be showcasing volunteers with a testimonial. So a tip here is to review your analytics and see what your best performing posts are and replicate those. Now some other tips for crafting your social media fundraising ads. Storytelling is key. The best ads tell a story, not just sell a cause. Having said that, keep it simple. Use as little words as you can to get your message across. Be relatable, make it personal, craft your content in a way that your audience sees themselves in it. Again, your donors' personas. Don't underestimate the power of questions. One of the most engaging ways to craft a caption is by posting a question. Not only does it pique curiosity, but it invites interaction. Phrases like, have you ever wondered how $5 a day can make a difference? This sort of question can seamlessly lead into a narrative about the impact of donations. And finally, have a clear call to action. You know what? I have some really great tips on creating social media ads, so I'll do another video on this separately. And landing pages. We're going to have to talk about landing pages as well. So just hit the subscribe and I'll walk you through all of this. I'm going to do a full series on this. All right, gather round as we embark on the magical tour of audience targeting. Now keep in mind, Facebook is always changing things. So this process might be different if you're viewing this video a year from now, but the strategy will still be the same. You might also want to register as a Facebook nonprofit with Facebook or Instagram so that you have access to some of the Facebook fundraising tools, like a donate button. When your post is posted, it's time to boost either on Facebook or Instagram. When you do, you're going to see some options like goal. I generally use traffic or website visits for the post, which is why we're going to be talking about landing pages next week. Advantage ads, I typically leave on. For the button, donate, learn more, pick your flavor, whatever best fits with the post for that week. Special ad category off. Now the good stuff, the audience. Click create new and name it because we're going to use this audience for all of our boosting that we're going to be doing for this campaign. We have age range, gender, and location, but the really good stuff is in the detailed targeting. Here's where you select your audience based on demographics and interests. Now, are you an animal welfare organization? Type in animal welfare and get started targeting. Now, here's another quick tip. Many of us work for populations that are considered vulnerable. Now, if your nonprofit revolves around aiding vulnerable populations, the digital world can sometimes feel like it's missing a few chapters. So unlike popular categories like animal welfare, there might not be readily available, super detailed interests tailored to your audience. But don't be disheartened, dive deeper. Start with broader terms related to your cause and gradually narrow down based on engagement. Also consider overlapping interests. For instance, some might be interested in community support or human rights might be a potential supporter for your cause. It's all about thinking outside of the box and creating bridges where predefined paths might not exist. There's a lot of different targeting options, but the trick here is to get as detailed and focused as possible for those who might be interested in your mission. And I know everyone is affected by your mission, but you really need to get laser focused based on your donor persona. Make sure to double check your estimated audience size. Again, you don't want too broad. Focused is better. Now set your duration and budget. And I've seen this work with as little as $3 a day, but $5 is best. And finally, ad placements. I always uncheck Messenger. We're not done yet. In the world of digital outreach, tracking your results isn't just beneficial, it's essential. When navigating the vast waters of Facebook fundraising or Instagram fundraising, employing a meticulous strategy is your compass. But remember, even the best sailors sometimes veer off course, and that's perfectly okay. Always test and measure your results so you could tweak and fine tune. When working on Facebook fundraisers or diving deep into social media fundraising, it's crucial to keep a keen eye on what resonates with your audience. Not every post will be a home run, and that's where the power of A/B testing shines. By continually testing and tweaking, I get a crystal clear snapshot of what works and what doesn't. Whether it's Facebook fundraising ads or Instagram fundraising ads, never be afraid to pivot, innovate, or even let go of certain tactics. Because in this digital dance, sometimes taking 2 steps back can catapult you 10 steps forwards. Remember, every failure is just a stepping stone, paving the path to more refined and effective strategies. And there you have it, folks, your Facebook fundraising tutorial on ads. Crafting an impeccable social media fundraising strategy might feel like sometimes assembling a jigsaw puzzle, but when those pieces fit snugly, the resulting picture is truly spectacular. So stay tuned for our future video on donor personas, creating ads, launching landing pages that convert, and how to create social media ads. I'm on a tangent with Facebook fundraising, so let's keep this journey of learning and growing going, and see you next week.